How deep does it go? Tell me, boys and girls, how deep does it go when even the BBC, aka British propaganda, is taking the side of Sweet Baby Inc. and getting involved in the Gamergate 2.0 discourse? Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idle, and we got this interesting little tweet from Grums here. He says, just when I thought I should soften some punches, the BBC steps in and makes it clear. As Cernovich says, it's morally unambiguous now, and that's freeing. It's go time. Now, hold on. What's our boy saying? What's he talking about? You know, he thought he was going to soften some punches and the BBC steps in. Well, lo and behold, we got Jules Hardy here. Who's Jules Hardy? Well, Jules Hardy is a gaming correspondent for the BBC. What the BBC has to do with gaming, I don't know. I thought the BBC was just there to lull old people to sleep as they watch the news at night and then show us some new episodes of Doctor Who for those that are into that trash. But lo and behold, apparently they got a gaming correspondent, and this is what it had to say. And I say it because of course it's non-binary. Can we agree for the round 2 of this, it could be the final purge of these kinds of gamers? Now, that's an interesting choice of words. Final purge? Like, I'm not sure if you know the type of individuals that use that, but usually it's fascist, and that's what you accuse a lot of us of being. But alright, well, what else you got? It's 2024. I've been arguing about this for decades. Can we have a last full detox of these dudes so we can get back to the positive gaming community we have been creating? Yeah, I remember the gaming community being positive from the 90s all the way up until about 2014, give or take, and that's when your ilk decided to step in. But it looks like bounding into comics cover this. So we're gonna take a look at this article. Before we do, hit that subscribe button. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day, and let's see what BBC gaming presenter Jules Hardy calls for current Sweet Baby Inc. discourse to end with a final purge of ideological opponents from the medium. And before we even get to the article, I just gotta say, what do you want when it comes to a final purge? Because if you're saying we want these individuals out of gaming, well, that's already happening. We are actively choosing not to spend our money on these crap DEI-infested woke games. So we're already out of the equation there. Like, we're not buying it. And lo and behold, the games aren't selling. Get woke, go broke. So if you're asking for a purge, what, you're trying to purge the people that already aren't buying these products? Or are you wanting a more literal, violent purge? And I'm going to tell you, because if you're looking for individuals just to not make money, what's that going to holocaust you? In the view of BBC gaming presenter Jules Hardy, the best way for the current discourse surrounding Sweet Baby Inc. to resolve itself would be with a final purge of those players who are critical of the general presence of diversity, equity, and inclusion-focused consultation companies within the video game industry. Hardy, perhaps best known to man, ain't gonna be known to anybody. Nobody knows who this individual is. I bet even people that watch the BBC don't know who this is, but apparently he's perhaps best known to viewers of the government-funded British programming network for having served as the host of 2021's Top Gear gaming show and 2017's The Gaming Show. I'm gonna be real. I've never heard of either one of those. In fact, Top Gear, the only thing I know about Top Gear is, the car show, the British car show. And if there is a Top Gear gaming show spinoff, I can't imagine it lasted very long. I mean, it says 2021, so what, you get canceled after a season? Because the individuals that watch the original Top Gear probably aren't the same general market as the individuals who are going to watch a gaming show. But also, starting a gaming show on regular TV in 2021, do you guys not remember when G4 went under, and then when they attempted to bring it back, and it went under again? Like, there's so many questions this article already has me asking. Shared her opinion on the aforementioned debate on March 22nd in response to a tweet from the narrative consultation company Black Girl Gamers, retweeting a now deleted post from user Becky, insert a bunch of numbers here, in which they proposed the creation of a Steam curator page similar to the Sweet Baby Inc. detective group, meant to inform customers of games which Black Girl Gamers had worked on. Black Girl Gamers, you wanted to defend Sweet Baby Inc. with all you could possible, wrote the user. Well, here's your page because you wanted to finish Sweet Baby Inc. Man, it's so many typos in this. When I know that you both work together on projects and force DEI is nothing more than racism. Black Girl Gamers mods, we really got you pressed by just existing, lol. And I think I covered this on one of my streams or on a previous video or something like that. Like Black Girl Gamers, they're literally just Sweet Baby Inc., but with less notoriety. Like, all the shade and all the hate that we're throwing at Sweet Baby Inc., completely and deservedly so, also needs to be levied at Black Girl Gamers and all the other multiple consultation companies that we've seen. I mean, there's a list of like 14 of them that have been discovered by the public thus far. So, yes, anything that I have to say about Sweet Baby Inc. in this article, or in this video, also can be directed at black girl gamers. They are cut from the same cloth. We've never worked with Sweet Baby Inc. You all saw black in consulting and decided that we all worked together. Then they accuse sounds like racism. How is saying black in consulting and assuming you guys work together racist? Like for someone called Black Girl Gaming, who did put all their effort into putting DEI and wokeism in the video game space, I would at least like you to know what racism actually is and use the word correctly, because I mean, I couldn't take anything you had to say serious to begin with, but now I'm really not going to take anything you have to say seriously. We're not stopping, so have fun. Oh, you're not stopping for now, but when that ESG money does dry up, which it eventually will, we'll see how much work you got after that. The taking notice of Black Girl Gamer's attempt at a public clapback, I like that you said attempt at a public clapback, because yeah, that really wasn't anything special. You guys need to take some notes from the individuals on X who are actually good at making clapbacks, like Grums himself. Grums knows how to do a clapback. That wasn't it, though. Harley would eventually retweet the company's post and ask her followers, can we agree that for round 2 of this, being Gamergate, be the final purge of these kind of gamers? Yes, purge all the gamers that just want to spend money to stimulate the economy on escapist media. Solid plan. It's 2024, Hardy added. I've been arguing about this for decades. Can we have a last full detox of these dudes so we can get back to the positive gaming community we have been creating? As an aside, it should be noted that while there currently exists no public record of Black Girl Gamers and Sweet Baby Inc. having worked side by side on a given project, as noted by Becky, the former has stood in defense of the latter amidst their recent backlash. Asked by a supporter on March 6th to refrain from engaging with the YouTuber The Atman's very late discovery regarding Sweet Baby Inc.'s actual reach and operations. See? Or you can do a clapback like Bounding Into Comics. They've had a couple good ones in here as well. Just a couple nice little zingers. I'm so glad that Bounding Into Comics, split from John Del Raz and the other Johnny Boy, whatever his name is. You guys have just become a fantastic bastion of actually well done reporting in the recent months. I can't get over how much you have grown and how much more I start to like you after the dark period of John Trent. That was his name. So the company's official account asserted, honestly, we've been doing this for years and trolls have always come, but for us, it's not necessarily about feeding them, it's about showing an opposing narrative. No. You're definitely showing an opposing narrative, but it has nothing to do with trolls. This is about your ideology. This is about what you have been and will be continuing to work toward until you get your way or until you were shut down and put out of business. You've had this narrative for the better part of a decade, if not more, and it has been slowly infesting the gaming space and frankly all other forms of culture, whether it be pop culture, media, or like as far as the politics and the government goes. So it's not about an opposing narrative, it is about your dominating narrative, and we, regular folk, the gamers, aren't willing to let it happen. Also, regular folk that aren't gamers aren't willing to let it happen, to the point where even individuals like Matt Walsh, who have no concept of the gaming community, despite what he has to say, are getting involved because it's getting so mainstream to this point. I mean, Fox News and CNN were covering Gamergate back in 2014, so what do you mean showing an opposing narrative? It's absolutely asinine for people to believe this. It just shows that they either weren't there, they don't know what's going on, they're ignorant to it intentionally, or they're actually advocating for lies. And those are the type of individuals that you're not going to see out in the wild. You're not going to see them in real life. Why? Because they don't exist. These type of freaks only exist on Twitter. These type of bootlicking, oh, help me govern harder, daddy, I need some safe space in the gaming industry, you're not going to run into them at your local JCPenney. Because sometimes non-endemic companies, agencies will go online, see one perspective, theirs, and take it as gospel. Is that not what you're doing? You are literally trying to show your one perspective and force it on these companies for them to take as gospel. Was it not somebody from, it was either Black Girl Gamers or Sweet Baby Inc. that literally said you need to scare your employers into hiring consultation companies like ourselves? So how is that not literally what you are doing? It's also in defense of Sweet Baby Inc., who worked in a similar lane to us, who do great work. They added, it's nice to see solidarity when being attacked online. Also shows our audience who block to, who to block to. But again, I don't know if the typos are Bounding Into Comics fall to these guys, but yeah, it's guys, this is getting out of hand. It really is. When you got individuals like Grums talking about how we might need to start backing off. Maybe I've been going a bit too hard. No, you ain't. You haven't been going too hard. In my opinion, you haven't been going hard enough, because these people are still getting jobs. These people are still in business, and not everybody has woken up to it yet. And I struggle to say the word woken up to it because it is so close to woke, but again, different context, different meaning here. We actually want individuals to be woke in this case. We want them to be awake to the injustices of these garbage companies that are trying to infest culture, that are trying to destroy culture, not just gaming, although gaming is going to be a big focus on it. Why is gaming a big focus? Because gaming is the largest entertainment medium in the entire world. It has made over $200 billion just last year alone, and yet they still had to lay off 18,000 people in 15 months. So being the largest entertainment industry in the world, it's still not generating enough revenue overall to make up for the cost of all these DEI initiatives, the corporate bloat, and the absolute disgusting measures that these companies have taken, to the point where even the BBC is getting involved. The BBC being directly influenced by the government, by the British government. And what was it that Savvy Artist pointed out to us? It's not just the British government that's been, going through all these underhanded tactics to bring SBI and all these other companies to light. No, remember, there's the ADL, there's the Department of Homeland Security. It goes so ungodly deep. And Grums wants to say, I think I was going too hard, and then something like this pops off. No. We ain't been going hard enough. We need to go so much goddamn harder, because what are they asking for when they ask for a purge? When this BBC nutcase says we want a purge of the gamers, after spending the last decade calling individuals who just want to play video games fascists, I'm out of curiosity, I would say I'm probably your average, regular, everyday, typical gamer. Got me a Sonic the Hedgehog plushie behind me, got me a Legend of Zelda Master Sword on the wall, and my cat, my lovely kitty cat of 11 years, is chilling on my bed just off camera. Does this look like the evil lair of a fascist to you? They want to purge. They want to purge normal people who don't agree with their insane ideology, and that's going to leave them with 14 people on planet Earth, maybe, if you try and purge them all. That's just my rough estimates. Yeah, I'd say a purge is necessary, but not of the folks that they would like to think there needs to be a purge of. But hey, what can I say? I'm not advocating or calling for anything. I'm using your own words, your own logic, and you can do with that information what you will. But that was just my opinion. Let me know yours in the comments down below, or let me know on X, where you can find me at Bolt the Word. And please do subscribe. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. And yeah, I'd say it's pretty newsworthy when an arm of the British government calls for the culling of gamers. But I'll let you be the judge of that. Hit that subscribe button. Check me out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon. Also, join the Discord for $4.99 a month. You can become a member. Get in that Discord. So, pick videos for me to react to on stream, or articles for me to cover on my videos. It'll be a great time, and use discount code VitalIdol for some money off of merch. A shirt, a mug, whatever it is you want to order. But remember, guys, it's all here in the Nerdosphere, and this has been Words of Paradise.